at the confluence of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Hey guys, Pitt's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. From the gun, it's Davidson. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Back on first down. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Lewis. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Out wide left, it's Bowman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Escapes the pressure to his right. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Nowhere to go.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Takes the easy completion. Great move. Now he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Second and long here. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. The short hands. It's Barnes.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. Still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. Out of the backfield, he's open. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And they're not on the same page there. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. He gets a block. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He'll be dropped. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quick give. It's Overton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hokies send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Long way to go on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Taken down right away. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Throwing, Lewis. They're all over him. Left side, it's Bowman. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The 20, the 10, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time makes a grab and room to run. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Turns it upfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Wiley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Turning it on. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first. Finds his man down the middle. At the 35, he's got room. Snags it and he's open. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback
going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throw.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
On the run, it's Blaylock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Rush right in his face. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Rashad Downs going up top. Look out! Takes a shot as he lets it go. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, he almost throws another one. Man, I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being...
He tries to take the top off. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Lewis makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
First and goal on what will be the last play of this quarter. Play fake, Lewis. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Last play of this quarter, and it will be second and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And it's USC engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And it's a sack.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Can they catch him? He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Running inside, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Snowed under by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide right, it's Davidson. Snags it, and there's running room. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Press center downs going to the air. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got him this time. Got him right there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got...
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been
unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
At the 37-yard line. First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready. Red 54, red 54.
Throwing, Lewis. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense is already shown on film, but they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Lewis on the play action. Rolls right. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. On the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got a man, it's Schmidt. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Finds his man on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Wants to throw on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Straight ahead, it's Davidson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
22, 22. Ready, go.
Running the red zone, it's Davidson. Makes one man miss. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Hokies are threatening on first and goal.
14. 14. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. Oh, and they blocked him. He picks it up. That's a live ball. He takes it all the way back for the defense and 2-point conversion.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Turner. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Finds his man. Can't get him to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. The run inside. It's Turner. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, it's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Here we go, ready. Black 88, Black 88, jet. Go, go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. DB's right up on the receivers. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Stepping to the right. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Drops back on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Now this team has consecutive wins.